Welcome to the end of 2021. Wow, what a year has it been. We have seen some of the ugliest tricks and deceptions of the devil. We have also seen how God came and intervened on behalf of his chosen ones over and over again. But I think above all, we have also seen the fulfillment of many Bible prophecies. Now stay tuned for a wrap-up of some of the most amazing Bible prophecies that have been fulfilled during 2021. I am Marco Kiroglu, and welcome to this wrap-up of some of the most amazing Bible prophecies during 2021. On top of my list is the fact that Israel, during this year, has turned 73 years old. The new modern nation of Israel has celebrated their 73rd regathering, their 73rd re-establishing themselves. Now, that is very important from the perspective of Bible prophecy, because Jesus himself said in Matthew chapter 24 that the generation that sees the birth of the nation of Israel shall not pass away, but shall also witness the fulfillment of all the Bible prophecies regarding the end times. And from there, we deduce that the generation that witnesses the birth of the nation of Israel will also be the generation that will experience the rapture. And from there, we realize we are really in the last days. Now, you may ask, how long is a generation? According to Bible, again, in Psalm 90, a generation is 70 or 80 years long. Now, the nation of Israel celebrated their 73rd birthday. That means there are barely 7 more years left to the mark of 80. And the rapture can happen just about any time, and it cannot be later than the next 7 years. Well, now it's the end of 2021, so we have just barely maximum 6 years left. But I think the other Bible prophecies that have been fulfilling throughout the year has confirmed to us that actually time is much shorter than that. The second point I want to bring to your attention is the birth of the mark of the beast. In the book of Revelation, chapter 13 verse 18, we are told about the mark of the beast. And the mark of the beast, as it is described in the book of Revelation, has not yet come to that level. But the whole idea, the whole concept of the mark of the beast has been birthed and implemented worldwide during 2021. You all know what I am talking about. They have created this precursor to the mark of the beast, and they've implemented successfully all over the world. It is not yet in its final perfected version, but it is here as its precursor. In the days to come, they will perfect it. In fact, one specific country, Sweden, has its more advanced version now, where people are taking this as a chip and planting it onto their hands. Mark of the beast is birthed and is implemented in its very imperfect early form during the year of 2021. Yet my third point, my third Bible prophecy that is fulfilled during 2021 is the return of the Nephilims and the birth of superhumanism or transhumanism. We know from the Bible prophecy that in the last days the Nephilims will return. And it will be like the days of Noah, where Nephilims will try every trick in their book to pollute the human DNA and create a transhuman or superhuman hybrid race. And this year we've seen that also playing out. During the year of 2021, they have brought this also out. During the year of 2021, they came up with this technology they developed and with the substances that they developed, which is directly manipulating the recipient's DNAs and moving every day, moving inch by inch, moving forward to the creation of this transhuman state. The concept of transhumanism has been promoted from mainstream media through movies and through some very flashy, very good, appealing, nice-looking video programs on the internet and TV stations. Transhumanism is not only produced but also is proclaimed and promoted through this new culture they are breeding. So transhumanism and transhumanism, as far as I'm concerned, it goes hand in hand with the Nephilims and takes us back to the Bible prophecy, which said in the last days, the earth will be just like as it was in the days of Noah. And the days of Noah, Nephilims, the fallen angels, managed to pollute the DNA of all people and animals on earth. So much so that there was only one family left that was pure human, the family of Noah. Everyone else was transhuman and transanimal. They were not animal anymore. That's the reason why God had to wipe out every living being, including animals. And that's the reason why God had to handpick and bring specially chosen specific animals to the Ark of Noah to preserve the pure animal DNA and pure human DNA separately from one another, as opposed to the Nephilim technology, which was all geared around mixing demon, human, and animal DNA. And in the year of 2021, we have seen that this technology is here again, and it's being used again, and it's being promoted as the ultimate good for everyone. My fourth Bible prophecy that has been fulfilled throughout this year is the birth of the Metaverse and the artificial world where you will never die. Yes, you heard me correctly. Facebook just released this Metaverse concept. But it is not just Facebook's program. It is the whole idea that is behind it. It's much more sophisticated than many people tend to think. The whole idea is you will not die. Your memories, your consciousness can be uploaded onto the computer systems. And even if your physical body dies, your consciousness will continue to exist in this never-ending world. So they are now playing God, and they are promising to you eternity. But we know from the Bible that eternity is only available to those who believe in Jesus Christ, and only available in the house of God, in the presence of God. But these demons who are promoting these ideas, they try every trick in the book to divert people from following God to following them. And Metaverse is their new gospel. The birth of Metaverse is again closely linked with the return of the Nephilims and the rise of transhumanism. The fifth Bible prophecy that has been fulfilled in 2021 is the formation of the leadership for the Ezekiel 38 coalition. Now, Ezekiel 38 war is a very important war that will play out its course, as written in the Bible, either just before the rapture, or during the rapture, or just after the rapture. It will coincide with the incidents of rapture. Now, during 2021, like never before in human history, Russian government, Iran, and Turkey came together closer and closer every day, and currently they stand together as a very formidable coalition. And we know from Bible prophecy that these three nations will be the leadership of the Ezekiel 38 coalition, which will attack the nation of Israel. I say they will be the leadership because the army, the coalition of Ezekiel 38, is not just limited to these three nations. They will bring in many other nations from North America and Europe and Western Asia. But these three countries will be the leaders of this coalition. Now we have seen the formation of this coalition during the year 2021. That means if the leadership of this coalition is formed, we are really at the end of the end times, and Ezekiel 38 war can actually happen in the coming weeks or months. Now, my number 6 on the prophecies that have been fulfilled during the year of 2021 is the formation of a global political will for one world dictatorship government. Now, hear me correctly here. Until the year of 2021, there was actually never a global will for the formation of a global dictatorship or global one world global government that will operate on the premises of dictatorship. But during the year of 2021, these demonic forces who are sitting in high places managed to garner the necessary political support and create the necessary political will in the hearts and minds of sitting government leaders across the world for the formation of a one world government that will be a dictatorship and that will govern the whole world from a central location. We know from Bible prophecy that this government will be formed and they will choose a man to sit on top of this global government. We know him as the Antichrist from the Bible. But now, having seen this global will rising, forming itself and rising up, and global leaders from the bankers to the government leaders, from major businesses, business owners and scientists to the media moguls and wealthy business people all over the world speaking out of the same mouth and crying out for one world government, that should bring us to the top of our that should bring us to the tip of our toes. Because we are talking about this one world government prophesied in the Bible, and it will be headed by the Antichrist. They are busy preparing the ground for the one world government. It might very well be in the coming year, in 2022, they might, and I believe they will, speed up further and build more momentum to building this one world government, towards building this one world government. And my final point, number 7, among the Bible prophecies that have been fulfilled during 2021, is one of the most shocking, but one of the most important as well. That is the formation of a government in the nation of Israel who is most likely to enter into agreement with the Antichrist. Netanyahu government was a very conservative and nationalistic government. It was very Jewish, Jew of the Jew government. But now the new government that has been formed in Israel during the year of 2021 is a government made up of most unlikely bedfellows, from radical Muslim leadership to very liberal socialist leadership to a man who claims to be a devout Jewish man, a devout religious Jewish man. These very unlikely fellows came together and formed a government. And the character trait of these people and the character trait of this coalition, of this government in the nation of Israel, is now giving us the clues that they will be more than eager to enter into coalition with a very questionable character like the Antichrist when he comes forward with false promises to the nation of Israel. And these people, this current government in Israel, gives us the impression that they have the making of entering into a 7-year peace treaty with the Antichrist. And to me, it looks like all the pieces have come together during the year of 2021. And these 7 Bible prophecies that have been fulfilled right in front of our eyes in the year of 2021 are only tip of the iceberg. Stay tuned in our channel for more in-depth analysis of Bible prophecies in the coming weeks and in the coming months. And I want to encourage you to sign up to our channel, subscribe to our channel on YouTube, on Telegram, and on Rumble. Now and then YouTube blocks us. In that case, please sign up to our channel, Telegram, and Rumble as well, so that you will miss nothing. And also, I want to say a hearty thank you to those of you who have been praying for us and who have been supporting us with your donation. Your donations makes us able to buy the necessary equipments, pay our bills, and continue this ministry. I thank you for that. Please continue to pray for us, continue to support us as the Lord leads you. and let us keep our eyes on our Lord Jesus Christ, and stay tuned for our upcoming next episode, in which we will talk about what is God saying to his people in the beginning of a new year and at the end of 2021. God bless you, and goodbye.